Once again, welcome back to the Bob and Tom program.
Hello.
Crystal Lee at the news desk, Chick
Hello.
McGee at Sports Control.
Well,
Comedian Chick was at Sports Control. Just left. Comedian Drew Hastings is here with us. Drew's been on kind of a hiatus from civilization, living in a small cabin in the woods of Ohio.
where's your tan?
He's been
I've got some
inside.
sun, but I'm in very thick woods. There's very little sunlight. In fact, you have to keep 3 lights on in the cabin during the day because it's so dark. That's how in the woods this place is.
But you have electricity.
I have electricity, when it doesn't go out.
Are you fishing?
Yeah, heck yeah, I'm fishing. Dana, I got a picture of Dana with a catfish, 16-pound catfish. That's huge. Oh yeah, we fish all the time.
Now, speaking of fishing, we should introduce our
Yes.
other guest, Rupert from
he-
Survivor is here, who has
He
his own...
catches them with his hands, probably.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Rupert is quite the fisherman.
Yes.
No, I'm surprised they haven't come after you to do a line of fishing gear.
See, that would be good, but there's not too much call for
Spear fishing, really?
Yeah.
That was my forte.
Oh.
Poking them with a stick.
Did you know that you're supposed to nail a catfish to a tree by the head to skin him?
Oh, when
That's
did,
what I was told,
when
so-
did this wander through
Who
your
told
head?
you that?
Well, I was told because when you're fishing, you ever try to skin a catfish? You're supposed to. I didn't know this. You nail their head to the tree.
So they can't sting you.
Well, no. So you've
you
got to
can pull
get a
that
good
skin
grip
off.
on them and then pull the skin off. But I screwed it up, and so now back in the woods, I've got about 10 dead catfish hanging from trees. It looks like some Aboriginal warning. Like don't come near this
Don't
area.
go that way.
Yeah.
It's like Apocalypse Now.
Kind of.
Wow.
Oh, bad. no, bad.
Go back. Don't come here. Now, Drew's a sophisticated, urbane kind of guy, Los Angelino, but now you're living in the middle of the woods. Do you have your caddy there, your big car?
Yes, but they think I'm a little odd back there because, as you know,
Excuse me, we think you're a little odd here.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but let me tell you something. Being back in one of the most rural counties of Ohio with a '77 Eldorado that has a vanity tag that says Jew Canoe, and they look at it, they think I mean. Jew canoe? Like, do you like to go boating with a canoe? Jew canoe? I said, well, yes, I do, if the current's right. But they have no idea what I'm talking about. They have no idea what that tag means.
Now, Rupert was talking. Rupert, of course, won $1 million on Survivor, and you.
Why do you keep rubbing that in?
No, I'm not rubbing it in.
It's just neat to hear.
It does sound great,
It
doesn't
is
it?
in a way, I guess.
But let me make a point. Rupert's a guy
Yes.
who has done all kinds of odd jobs. I met him when he was a bartender. He was schlepping cameras around for sporting events. He's a guy who's worked really hard all his life. He's got a beautiful wife and a young daughter. And he kind of stumbled into this show, and the American people just liked him, and they gave him $1 million. If you probably took that $1 million and divided it over every hour he'd ever worked, it'd, probably be...
Pretty good,
more,
pretty good salary when you
more
think
than you're
about
making
it.
this week. But
But you make it sound like I have been carried around on a litter my whole life.
You've made $1
My
million.
father split when I was 7, and I lived on.
But in the course-
8th grade unemployment was 40%.
in the course of
made
your
and
career,
lost
you've probably made $1
millions.
million. But Rupert, he bought his mom a house. He bought his family a house. He gave $100,000 to establish a charity.
And now he's in debt so bad.
He gave $500,000 to the IRS. I mean, it's it's a cool thing. It's fun, and
No, I agree. No, give me $1 million. Let me show you how nice I can be.
And Drew wants to know what this IRS thing is. You're talking about.
Let me tell you something. As soon as my mother proves she is worthy and deserving of a house, I will be more than happy to buy my mother a house. I mean, you're talking about a woman that, for Christmas, her Christmas gift to me, she lowers the interest on the loan. Oh, thanks, Mommy. Prime +2.
now let's do compare and contrast.
Okay.
Rupert probably has worn a tuxedo at gunpoint a couple times.
Right.
You're a very casual guy.
I wear one around the house. With a martini glass.
Yes.
Now, when you go out and when you are living in this cabin in the woods, do you wear your normal, whatever this metrosexual outfit thing you wear? Do you wear the black mock turtle?
overalls, or I wear a pair of.
He
He does
Wait.
Now,
he
wait a
does
minute.
wear bib overalls.
But
With-
with
A black
mock
turtle.
Black
turtle.
mock.
Well, so most farmers.
Don't wear mock turtlenecks that are wool.
Well, not if they're in the fields, but if they're just lounging about the house, I'm sure they do.
No, they don't.
Wow.
They normally
I
wear
don't know
a
what kind of
t-shirt
farmers you know.
or a flannel shirt.
Yeah. Do you read Farming Today? I get emails from people. Look, I got an email this morning from a woman here telling me not to mess with a feeder pigs. Go with the Black Angus beef.
Black Angus beef, that's where to go.
Yeah, that's
Keep the
hot right
antibiotics
now.
to a minimum, which I
Drew,
do.
here's the point I would make.
Yeah.
Like any other profession,
Yeah.
there are people who are farming that know what they're doing.
I thought you were going to say there are people who are successful, and there are those who aren't.
There are people that, there are guys your age that have spent their entire life on a farm that know what they're doing.
Yes.
And they're going to be doing a pretty good job by now. You're going to walk in and think you can pop open a book and go, this looks easy.
Right now, I'm reading about fixing nitrogen in the soil. One year you plant stuff that sucks up nitrogen. Next year, you plant something that fixes nitrogen
Well, isn't
back
that nice?
in.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
You're going to be running a meth lab in about 3 months because you're going to be out of money.
Oh, they are. Have you ever seen The Grapes of Wrath?
Sure.
Yeah, well, my farm right now looks like that.
A little dusty, is it?
Yeah, and as soon as the winds die down and we can get something to take root, I think we're going to go somewhere.
Well, you're going to be needing Rose of Sharon to come and breastfeed you because you're going to be out of food. We're going to take a break. All right. We have the great comedian Drew Hastings, Rupert from Survivor hanging with us. We'll take a break. This is the Bob and Tom Show.